Let's go now.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Got it. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Christian Travis. Check the backer. Check the backer. Hey, orbit. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Topper. Ready.
To throw on second down. Grayson. Open man. Taylor Gabriel. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over to the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Look at me, zipper. 56. I'm on. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
On first down, Grayson. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Check me out. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go.
To throw again, Grayson. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
First down, Chicago.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Pilot, 64, read.
Operating from the gun, Grayson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
61, matchbox white.
Now Montgomery running right. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go. Hey, Wahoo! 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Here we 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Grayson, he completes this into the hands of Miller. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
You draw Porter.
Brings up third and inches.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go, go.
56.
Hey!
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Now Grayson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Coaching spell. Yo, 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 go, go. Hey, Haywood.
56. I'm going to run.
Go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Panthers will get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
We got right coming. Bill, watch out.
2nd and 5 now. Newton. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Greg.
Watch Twitch.
From the gun, here's Newton. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
58, boys, 58, Mike. Hey, tight down.
Newton. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
55. Yes.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
56 to Mike.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Get it.
Throwing to start the drive. Grayson, and he completes it to Cohen. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Mike 56. Mike 56. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, man.
Looking to throw. Grayson. He finds Robinson. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf.
Got a game situation.
Hey, Charlie.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Grayson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. McCaffrey following the penalty. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
22-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
2-18, chop.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Rabbit.
Hey, Delta.
54. Mike 54.
Good.
Let's go, right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Oh, you get on the head.
Hey, zoom.
Slam.
Grayson.
On 3rd and 2, Grayson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And a big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. The shotgun snap for Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 21 yards.
Gun.
On 1st down, it's Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, Newton. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Mike 56. Hey, defense, let's go.
Smooth.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
Be driven.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
60 more. Hey, box truck. Shoot.
A final shot before break. Grayson gonna let one fly for Robinson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Evans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. On the return is Cohen. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Bears take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's a 2nd and 7. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
On 1st down, Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the 50, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10.
Check 56. Bandit. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Hey, exit. 61, matchbox lights.
56. I'm coming. Mike 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Hey, wahoo!
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, I'm coming.
Get it!
Back to the air on second down. Grayson. It's complete to Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Protein spill!
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Switch! Go! Now!
First down, here's the run from Montgomery. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I'm going to hit you
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and
Alpha.
7 at the 40-yard line.
Look at me! Zipper! 22 jet bomber! Look at me! Door! Ready!
Back to throw. Grayson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Yep.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
54 is Mike.
From the gun, Grayson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. So that'll back him up 5. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's all...
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 77 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And it's now 21-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 25, check 25.
Five.
Throwing on 1st down. Grayson. It's complete. It's Miller. 23 yards on the play.
Here we go.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On first down, Grayson. He's got Burton here. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
So don't say nothing.
54. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 54.
2nd and 10. He's got the hook up to Miller. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Grayson now. This one into the hands of Burton. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. First down and run with Cohen. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Hey!
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Smith!
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Blue draw Corkers.
56. On the yard.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Check.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check, hot route. Hot.
Hey, orbit. Let go.
Operating from the gun, Grayson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Evans. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Grayson. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down.
Come on, set. AT gated.
You get block me.
You take exit.
You get block me. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Yo, go. Hey, Sam on.
Kill.
On 1st and 10, Grayson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
56, Mike, 56.
Yeah.
6 man.
Bravo.
Check curls. Mike, 56.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Grayson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
On 3rd down, Grayson. And that will be incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Alpha. 22 jet bomber.
On 4th down, Grayson. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
He's going to fire one, and that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Foreman. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Gun.
Shit.
Gun.
You got tight.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton, his throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. After the run, Newton going to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A fourth quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And it's a big-time advantage for the Browns. They just scored again, pouring it on. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Off the play fake. Grayson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 62 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
They'll run with Montgomery, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
56 to Mike. 56 is Mike.
2nd and 9 now. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Safety's creeping. Mike 56.
Hey, Charlie.
56.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Hey.
Hey, here we go. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Hey, seam 6.
Now Grayson. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 20/20 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top.